And it's just helped me. I want to be there. I want to cuddle her and help her. And I can't. But you've helped me through that. That's why I've been quite emotional while I've been here. But so if it's helped me, it's going to help an awful lot of people.
So for those who have no idea who I am, let me start this off by introducing myself. My name's Malone and I'm a freelance photographer, videographer and drone pilot based just outside of Stafford. However, aside from this, I also own a non-profit community interest company called Project Vae. And with this company, I've recently conducted a 6-week trial using virtual reality with the patients of a local hospice. Over the course of 6 weeks, 8 patients were shown 6 in-house produced 360-degree videos with the aim of acting like virtual field trips. The patients were took to Germany, Scotland, Cornwall, the Peak District, the Royal Albert Dock, and finally, Thailand. In these videos, they were shown around each of the locations with me acting as their personal tour guide, and even given aerial views, thanks to me being able to connect my 360 camera to a drone. The overall goal of the trial was to observe any potential mental health benefits of using this technology combined with this style of video with this demographic. The research element of this trial was in collaboration with Keele University and the Midlands Partnership NHS Foundation Trust, so a huge thank you goes out to them for their input on this. The research consisted of a questionnaire exploring mental health issues such as low mood, anxiety, depression and general well-being. One was taken prior to the trial and one was taken after all the patients had viewed all 6 videos. 3 of the patients also brought in their partners, so there was 11 participants but only 8 patients were involved in the research. The trial itself was funded by the National Lottery Community Fund, so another huge thank you must go out to them. In this video, I'll be showing you clips and interviews from each session and discussing my thoughts. I had over 15 hours worth of footage from this trial, so I will just be showing the best bits so that this video isn't too long. However, if any negative comments were made, I will be transparent and I'll discuss them after each session's clips. So let's get started with the first session, where I took the patients to Lake Eibsee and Zugspitze, the tallest mountain in Germany.
I've been looking forward to this so much.
That's amazing. You're down there and we're right up here.
Yeah.
See mountains for miles. And the snow, just like you said. Because you said you woke up on Christmas Day and it was snowing. I managed a cable car.
You did.
Because I thought, because you'd said to me last week, and I said, I'm frightened of cable cars, and I am, aren't I?
Yeah,
I'm a right
cable cars now.
You said, close your eyes till I speak again.
Yeah.
But I didn't. It
It
didn't go bumpity bumpity bump as you went to I hate the bumpity bumpity bump bit.
Did you cry?
I did actually cry, yeah.
No way. A good cry.
A good cry, it's like, I can emote, like, overwhelmingness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you find your trip to Germany today?
Gorgeous. I think the views were absolutely fantastic. I love being able to see the reflections. I have to say that was the bit that kind of took me back more than anything else, finding the reflections and things. It was brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's brilliant.
Amazing. Brought back a few memories actually.
Brilliant. Yeah.
That was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh, brilliant. I was exhilarating.
Yes.
I was disappointed when it stopped.
Yes, likewise.
I was surprised when you said it first and then when I saw it, that people would, and the chap had said, you might find disorientated. There's nothing disorientating about it, I felt.
Fine.
The main thing is, did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it's good.
How did the video make you feel?
Exhilarated, I think.
Yeah, relaxed and
Relaxed and
just enjoyable.
doing something we would like to do, apart from the cable car.
Yeah, we like holidays. We like
No, we
travelling,
like
so-
our holidays.
I don't know how to explain it, but it was just quite relaxed actually.
Well, can't you tell I'm buzzing?
Yeah.
I'm buzzing, you know, kind of. And then there you go.
You don't need to fill that in again.
No. But what I'm turning around and saying is, you know, feeling nervous, anxious, or on the edge. Sometimes I could turn around and say no. After that's not, you know, I feel happy.
Yeah. If you're already feeling much better, that's kind of the whole point. After one
walk out that door, kind of happier than walked in the door.
Peaceful. I felt quite peaceful watching it, and just in awe of the beauty of the natural world.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how it says quite exhilarated.
Happy, certainly happy feeling, yes.
Yes.
What benefits can you take away from today's experience?
Well, it's a lovely experience, thank you. Very nice way to spend
Really
the morning.
enjoyable, yeah.
I could watch it again, and I could stay like for the next film.
Well, I think it'll give us something to talk about because we're not getting out much. So we haven't got much to discuss, have we?
Not really. I mean, it's been a bit, well, the whole setup that we've been in recently, that we've not been out and about to experience anything really other than the four walls where we're living.
Joy, happiness. Just, you lightened my day, you know, made it happy. I'll go and speak to my wife when I get home, type of thing. You know, kind of, I'm going to be looking for it on the maps, you know, get it out and see it on the thing.
Yeah, something to look forward to see it the next phase.
And something to talk about, tell your friends about. Yeah.
Oh yes. Do you want us to sell tickets?
All things considered, I think the first session went really well. This was the first ever time that the majority of patients had ever experienced a VR video, so to receive such great feedback from day one was brilliant. I had purposely designed this video to be very calming and slow, especially to help ease people into the drone footage element of the video. It was also quite a short video at just over 6 minutes, but I had some patients saying they'd wished it had been longer, which is great. The video even brought one patient to tears. Happy tears, just to make that clear. It didn't all go perfectly. One patient mentioned feeling quite anxious until about halfway through the video, but then he did seem to settle into it after that point. So naturally, for the following week, I was quite worried that this might not be for him. So let's now have a look at the second session and see how everyone got on.
Good grief. God, look at that. Wow. That's brilliant. Oh yeah.
That's tasty. Majestic.
Isn't it?
How did you find your trip to Scotland today?
I loved it, really did.
Fabulous.
It's brilliant, wasn't it? Those rock formations are fantastic, aren't they? Pillars.
And to go up above them and be looking like down on them and around them is unbelievable.
Amazing. Saw things that I never thought I'd see from the angles that I never thought I'd see them from. You forget that you're here on your own. It's as if you're in a big cinema and everybody's wants to go, ooh, ah, you know, because it's beautiful.
Fine, yeah. Yeah, I actually saw the drone.
Nice, bring back memories, you know. When I talked about it through with the wife, what we summed it up, you know. What you're showing us is something I could never do again. I'm never going to go up to, you know, kind of Scotland, you know, the Peak District, in places like that.
Oh, beautiful.
That was lovely.
You just can't see that anything other than with the drone. You know, I've been there, but never with
from that angle.
looking down on it.
How did the video make you feel?
Oh,
And liberated, free,
you just get wrapped up in it totally.
just like you're really there and you're living it.
And you get the sensation, like I say, of looking down. You're really looking down.
That you're going to fall.
So you've got to hold the edge of the chair, looking down, you know, so you don't fall off the edge.
Relaxed. I feel totally relaxed, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It makes a nice change from watching the telly.
So the feeling from my point of view was the ability of the combination of the video, or particularly the drone shots, just got me really into it.
No, I found I got a sort of permanent smile on my face because the music as well, the combination of both of them, and just seeing that vast expanse of world, land, Scotland, you know, so beautiful.
And again, happy, you know, really kind of in tune with the land, that, you know, kind of the beauty of it, you know, kind of thinking about the past, you know, kind of not sad, happy, you know, kind of
Reminiscing.
yeah.
I felt really calm and relaxed. Last week I felt emotional, I don't know why, but this week I just felt really calm and happy and relaxed.
It was a good emotional though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was good. Oh yeah, last week it was a good emotional. Yeah, there is a good emotional, and it was a good. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Interested and involved. Felt as though you were there, which was rather nice. Yes, brought back some memories, which is always enjoyable. So yes, enjoyed it. Thank you.
I would have used the word escapism, you know, just.
What benefits can you take away from today's experience?
I think the benefit is knowing I can actually do the bits, actually, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fortunate that, you know, a lot of people might not be able to do that health-wise. But while I can, I want to get things I can go and do, I still want to do. So if I sit in the van and drive up there and walk 2 seconds to look over the waterfall, that'll do me.
Makes you feel very happy for the start of the week and positive
Really relaxed and enjoyment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something to look forward to in the week.
We've looked forward to it since last Monday.
I suppose to embrace things more, really. When I've been to places like that, I've looked and said, oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh, yeah. But that taught me to take more in from what I was seeing.
I've seen somewhere new.
Yeah.
Rather than just watching the telly.
Well, that's it.
Opening my eyes a bit more to the surroundings around us, because you know, Staffordshire's a lovely county. Unfortunately, we've not been able to enjoy much of it recently with COVID and that sort of thing. So, you know, these videos that you've put together have given us taken us on a holiday.
The closeness or the vastness of the scenery, which you don't see anywhere else.
Happiness, just, it's real happiness. You brought something into my life that kind of I haven't got, you know, kind of, I've seen that, what you've shown me, and it's kind of, I can relate to it all, and once you relate to it, you know,
Creates a connection.
Yeah. I've been touched by that happiness of being up there. You know, you can't do that watching the telly. You can do it with what you're doing.
I feel like I've been there and seen it when I wasn't actually there.
I'm feeling a pleasure.
Well, yes, feeling a pleasure, but it's a good talking point.
Yes.
You know, when we next see your friends, it will be something we'll be talking about when you're on the phone later today to your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
she knows you're coming here, so it's a good topical.
Something a bit
You wouldn't
different.
believe they can talk every day, mother and daughter.
The second week went brilliantly. Every single person seemed to really enjoy the video and some lovely comments were made. This video was just under 13 minutes long, so I was a little apprehensive about this session, maybe even more so than the first session because I was unsure how the patients would handle a longer experience. Thankfully, they all dealt with the video fine, and I even had patients again saying they would like the video to be longer. A couple of patients had been to Scotland before, and they mentioned this video had brought back memories for them, which is great. By the time I filmed the Scotland video, I was considerably more comfortable and confident in front of camera. So I was in this video a lot more than I was the Germany one. This led to patients really engaging with me during the experience, laughing and speaking to me as if they were actually with me, which is exactly what I was aiming for with my style of video, but to see it in action and it actually work was fantastic. There was even someone singing along with my music choices. Patients also mentioned that this trial had given them a topic of conversation with their partners, relatives and friends, which is a lovely thing to hear. So in this session, people are a lot more comfortable and I feel like they allowed themselves to be truly immersed in the video, which led to some really positive feedback. So let's move on to session 3.
Oh wow, look at that!
Lovely.
God, you're suddenly there.
How did you find your trip to Cornwall today?
That was brilliant.
Very, very enjoyable. Never been, so it was brilliant to see it.
Amazing, amazing, truly amazing. You see it from a different angle than you could normally see it, which was superb.
Right, yeah. Showed me bits that I'd never been seen before.
I really enjoyed the drone section because there's no way with even a video you can get shots like that.
Very good because the memorabilia of it, you know, I mean, Falmouth, I'm going to have to go back and have a look at my kind of photos and think, what the hell that? And try and put them up with your thing.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything. It must be simple. It's so pleasurable to see it, even though quite a few of them I've seen before, just like the Scotland thing. It's seen at different views.
And it provokes old memories, doesn't
And it does, it generates
Yes.
lots of.
Which is rather nice.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it. I loved the fact that you got it in the sunshine and it just
So did I.
yeah, such a lovely
Definitely don't do that
spirit about
anymore.
it.
How did the video make you feel?
Happy and relaxed.
Oh, relaxed,
Just
yeah.
really happy and relaxed that we visited somewhere else. It's lovely.
That's just enjoyment, isn't it?
Yeah, we look forward to it and it's just like real enjoyment.
It made me feel nostalgic. Not just because my best friend lives there, but we used to go there with the children when they were small, have wonderful holidays, and it brought a lot of that back. And you know, it was just lovely.
It gave me a feeling of being very relaxed while somebody else was doing the work.
That's a new one.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
I felt very happy with it because it was a jolly sort of holiday situation.
Happier, you know, and as I said to you when I come in, I'm feeling kind of down a bit, you know. I feel a little bit more happier now, and that's, you know, perhaps because you said you would, you know, it would, but no, I do.
Well, it just gave me pleasure. And just
Pleasure's good, yes.
feeling enjoyment.
I was about to say exhilarated, but I said that last week.
And
Uplifting, is that way?
Yes. That was lovely.
What benefits can you take away from today's experience?
I think it's another one of those, it's another what I'd like to do, because see, again, what you videoed, a lot of it you could walk.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Or I could walk, you know what I mean? So it's trying to find those places that I could physically go to myself and do, and not have to worry.
Oh, it's just a lovely morning.
Happy relaxed morning, a lovely start to your
Lovely
week.
morning,
Something special for us in a week when you might not be doing anything
Something to look forward to.
particularly.
I'm cleaning the cooker this afternoon.
We're going to clean the cooker this afternoon. Yeah, big deal. No, it's just a lovely way to start the morning. We look forward to it. It's a treat.
I came just to explore more myself. It just gives you that feeling that you want to see more. There's so much that you gain from it because it brings back, it's the memories it brings back, and it's the feeling you get when you see it. Bedrooms and steps, we'd been there. I'd never seen it like that before. It was just wonderful.
Seen more bits of the UK that I've never seen before, I suppose.
Memories of happy holidays. Looking forward to it, you know, this is why I sort of did the dressing up thing, because we were looking forward to going on our holidays, because we knew that we wouldn't get on any holidays this year. So it was an ample opportunity to, you know, not act the fool, but
be ready for it.
Yes, that's right.
In anticipation, so maybe the anticipation was part of the fact that we brought the beach towels and the sun cream.
We talk to Ben on the screen, expecting Ben to speak back to us, and not for Ben to speak. Sorry, love. Ben to speak from over there. If you're with me.
Yeah. As you can see, session 3 also went well. This was the longest video I'd shown them so far at 20 minutes long. I'd been a little concerned that after that length of time the headsets might start to feel a bit uncomfortable for some patients, but it didn't, and thankfully everyone was fine. Patients even said that they'd enjoyed the video being even longer. 2 of the patients had been looking forward to their trip to Cornwall so much that they decided to come fully prepared for their summer holiday. Sunglasses, hats, beach towels and even sun cream at the ready. Honestly, them making this kind of effort and showing that level of enthusiasm towards the trial really made my week, so a huge thank you goes out to them. Another patient mentioned that they'd been researching the Isle of Skye during the week from the previous video, which showed to me that these experiences are giving them something to think about long after they've watched the video, which is something that I'd hoped would happen, but seeing it come to fruition was really satisfying. One patient had mentioned that he'd been feeling quite down, drained and with low motivation levels prior to this week's session, and that once he'd watched the video, it had helped put a smile on his face. I even had quite a few patients laughing at parts in the video, which must mean I'm quite funny. Unless they were laughing at me and not with me. I did, however, receive some constructive criticism about this video. It was mentioned by a patient that I'd perhaps included one too many locations, as she felt that I'd moved from location to location a little fast for her liking. She'd wanted me to spend a little longer at each location so that she could have more time to absorb it and take it all in. I had a feeling this might be the case prior to the session, as I'd squeezed 4 locations in instead of 2 or 3. The amount of footage that I've got could have easily equated to 2 or even 3 videos, but I didn't want to take up another week in the trial just to show them more of Cornwall, so I squeezed it all into 1. In future, the maximum featured locations in a video will be 3. Lesson learned. She also mentioned feeling a little off during the extended walking periods, but everyone else was fine, so this was an isolated incident. Next, on to session 4.
Wow, it's amazing.
That's
Wow.
nice. The reflection on that.
Reflection there. Look at that.
Yes, lovely.
And that majestic.
Amazing, isn't it?
How did you find your trip to the Peak District today?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Part of it, I wouldn't say I felt sad, that's not the right terminology, but I think it kind of hit a bit of a nerve, as in like that reality check, I suppose. Especially when you were coming along the water, the drone footage coming along the water when you were like water level.
Yeah, I came quite low.
Yeah, that kind of made me feel a bit. I don't know. I love the idea of looking down the hole. That was brilliant. Love that. All I wanted was some pretty fairy lights at the bottom. No, I think the drone footage was absolutely fab on that. That one actually, I think, is the best one for the drone footage I've seen.
Lovely, really nice.
I found that really peaceful, quite different to the others.
Yeah.
Very, very peaceful, very beautiful, and very, very relaxing. Wonderful, wonderful. It was just, I've never been there, although I have relatives that lived in Yorkshire. We never went there, and I wish I had, because it was amazing. And I loved the scene from the drone when the clouds are reflected in the water. It was just beautiful, it really was.
Yeah, I've not been to. I've been all around that area, but not actually been to that area.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Go on, you say something.
Well, I was saying, to me, it was a wonderful way to see the combination of the rocks on the side, on the right hand side, and then when you swung it round to see the water. I say, and then I was taken by, as I say, the reflection of the clouds made it look like those mountains in the water.
And the music again was,
yes.
was brilliant, absolutely brilliant on that. Really stirred you up somehow with the, I don't know, the size of everything, and the, you know, you found yourself going like this to look down. No, the music complemented it beautifully.
Yeah.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I worked that area, and, you know, kind of a lot of the time, you know, up in the peaks, you know, just to see the peaks from a different angle, you know, kind of the videography, like, you know, what you take, you know, is fantastic. Like you said, you got the birds, brilliant shot. But to see, looking down onto the water of the top reservoir, like, you know, you could see the reflection of the sun and the clouds on the water, and you pan over it, and the view was absolutely fantastic. Now, I can get up there and I can look at that, and I'm never ever going to achieve that view. You give me a view there that's kind of, hopefully it'll stick in my mind, you know, and it may be one of the places I can go to by car. I'm never going to walk on the mountains anymore. You know, I'm not fit enough, my body aches, you know, I have to go everywhere by vehicle. That I can look and see and remember.
Oh, really chilled, peaceful. I felt calm watching it because it was beautiful.
Brilliant. How did the video make you feel?
I say that's not the right word, but I suppose it's sort of emotive I suppose is the word. I found that an emotional video overall. It kind of took, I wouldn't say, you know, kind of got me. I can't put my finger on why. There's just something about that kind of went. Yeah.
Was it a positive thing or was it a negative thing?
To be honest, I'd say positive, if I'm honest. Even though it's upsetting kind of feel, you kind of go, God, yeah. You know, it's like...
Made you feel something?
Yeah. There's the others, it was like, yeah, I'm excited, I want to be there, and I don't, you know, don't want to see that. That was more of a... just grounding, I suppose. Yeah, grounding. I think that's a really good choice of words.
Yeah.
That grounded you a little bit.
Made me feel calm and peaceful, happy.
It's just enjoyable to watch it.
I could watch it for longer.
Some of it's quite breathtaking from the video when you're looking down.
I could have watched that for a long time because it was just really lovely. Yeah.
Totally relaxed. It just drifted me along with it, and I felt so relaxed, and it was gorgeous.
Fine. Back to places that I'm used to. I've seen before, so.
Full marks for it.
Quite restful. It made me feel quite.
Yeah.
Last week's was quite busy because of the sort of what it was. Whereas this week I felt my shoulders come down a bit as you took us round, and I think water is always very calming anyway, that sort of water.
Well, I just say the overall effect, accompanied with the music, just made me relax.
Happy, buzzing, kind of, I come in here with aching pains, actually I wasn't turned around and said, bad night's sleep and everything like that. Kind of, them feelings I had is now gone. I'm lifted up a bit by that video. It's great.
Oh, peaceful, relaxed, in awe of beauty, the beauty of nature. All the clouds and the birds and everything, it was just stunning. And the music went with it really nice because it was like really chilled.
Involved and
My word is uplifted.
Yes.
It was, uplifting.
very interested because it was very interesting.
What benefits can you take away from today's experience?
I'm going to go back to that word grounding. I think feeling grounded is that kind of take things as they come, think a little bit more about your surroundings, and be more mindful, I suppose, of where you are, even like walking around the Chase.
Oh, it's just makes a lovely morning.
Yeah, as usual, it's given a lovely start to our week, and we look forward to it. And it's too short. That's greedy, I know. It's like it puts you in a really, really good frame of mind for the start of the week. Good, really good.
I just feel so relaxed that I need to see more of this sort of thing to keep me down here instead of up there. That's all I can say really, is that it's done wonders for me as far as bringing me down and making me focused. Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. I wasn't expecting it to have that affect a few people.
It has. It's been really quite emotional.
Yeah, there was a couple of patients that said that was a very emotive.
It was just lovely. No sudden surprises, it just flowed. And I flowed with it. Yeah, did enjoy it.
Just see a bit more of the country that I've not seen. It's a huge, great country, and I've been all the way around it, but there's numerous places I've never seen.
I think it's to me, it's the overall experience of what is a place where you happen to choose and were enthusiastic about. So that comes across when you're, speaking about the dam. And it's the overall effect of the area, the scenery, and the landscape.
Like I've said to you, didn't realise it was there, and how beautiful it was, and how calming that effect has had on me, especially with what we've been through this week. I found my shoulders coming down rather than being up round my ears, and I think these videos that you're doing very much has that effect.
Yeah.
I just think, the benefits I'll get is what I do all the time, I'll be looking at my maps, looking at everything, kind of picking out things, talking it through with the wife, kind of. Them experiences brings back happiness to me.
I think I feel more chilled today now, more relaxed. I feel more relaxed from watching that from when I first came in.
Peaceful and lovely, and
Peaceful is a good word, yes.
Really enjoyed it.
Again, this session went fantastic. Everyone really enjoyed the video, and lots of comments were made on how well the music complemented the scenery. Some words that were used to describe this video were emotive, grounding, relaxing, peaceful, and evocative. So to get this kind of feedback shows that this video really made people feel something. It even brought 2 patients to tears. Again, positive tears. I had a patient say that this was their favourite video so far, which is really good considering that this was the video with, in my opinion, the least impressive locations, especially when compared with Germany, Scotland and Cornwall. So to get this kind of response was fab. Next on to session 5, where I took the patients on a guided tour of the Royal Albert Docks in Liverpool. This video mainly featured Charlie from Liver Tours in Liverpool. She gave a very informative and engaging tour of the docks, and I personally thoroughly enjoyed filming it. Well, yeah, so how did you find your trip to Liverpool?
That was very different to all the rest, I have to say. That was more documentary style. And I kind of, because there was no drone footage, I have to say that was a bit different as well. I would have loved to have seen the drone footage.
That was very educational.
Brilliant, yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it's brilliant having a guide to take you around. It really is, was really interesting.
Told us things we didn't know, and we've been there a lot and not even seen them or noticed them.
Being such a good guide, she
and we'd been to the garden festival as well.
Gave you a lot of information, didn't it? That you wouldn't have known otherwise.
Yeah.
Extremely interesting, very informative. Yes, having been there before, you suddenly realise there's a lot more to it than you imagined.
Very interesting and very enjoyable. Having been here before, it brings back memories looking around there.
The docks are not my thing, you know. The interest of the kind of where it was, what she used for and everything like that, kind of was good.
Very interesting, informative. What that lady doesn't know about Liverpool is not worth knowing.
That's very interesting.
You've been, I've never been. Yes. I seem to think I've been in Liverpool, but not the docks. Yes, very impressive.
How did the video make you feel?
I think it's one of those ones where it's more informative than it's more knowledgeable, kind of grounded than necessarily a feeling, if that makes sense. But overall, I can't knock anything that was said or you saw. It just wasn't my thing.
Your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Good, it was just interesting. It just gave you a lot of interest.
I was interested.
Yeah,
I was lost in it because I was
yeah,
interested.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
interested. She had
It's
a lot to tell, and it was
a nice place to view and look at, but it was giving you the information. That was great.
It was kind of pitch right for telling you. It was good. Yeah.
Quite excited because I was learning stuff, so much that I didn't know, and I think there's quite a lot that certain members of the family don't know that are connected to Liverpool, and I thoroughly enjoy being able to tell them.
Kept comparing it to London, but it's like Covent Garden, isn't it?
Brought back very many memories of going there, and also learnt more than when we've been before. We've not done it on that part of a tour, when we've done the open top bus tour.
No, not really.
But they haven't covered the individual part about the docks.
No.
That, being told that, was very informative.
What benefits can you take away from today's experience?
It's got to be the knowledge again, hasn't it? It's got to be that kind of thing for next time to go and look out and point it out to the kids.
Knowledge.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Learned a lot.
Yeah, I learned a lot that we had no idea about, really.
Well, information, a lot of information, and a lot of and it makes you more inquisitive about all these old buildings in other places. So yes, thoroughly enjoyed it.
I've never been to Albert Dock, but I can't say as I'd like to go to there, but I can see the attraction of people going there.
Broadened our knowledge of intellectually rather than visually, although there was a visual side of it as well. and seeing it in more detail, I think, and understanding more of how it was built and sorted. And
to me, it's reliving the past, which, you know, bringing that forward to today.
The Albert Docks video was enjoyed by most of the patients. However, I did have 3 patients make me aware that this was their least favourite video so far in the trial. Even though the educational informative style of the video was appreciated, these patients mentioned that it had not provoked any emotions or made them feel that the way that the other videos had, pointing out that they prefer the more adventure and nature-based videos. I always had a feeling that the more adventure-based videos had the potential to have a greater effect on people's overall mood and mental health. This is due to the positive effects that being outdoors has had on me personally. That being said, most of the patients did thoroughly enjoy the video and complimented Charlie's knowledge, presentation and personality. Now on to the final session where I took the patients to Thailand.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Oh God, look at the left.
Oh, wow.
What a fantastic view that is.
That's
It was
brilliant,
another
isn't it?
bay. Oh, good
Oh,
grief.
wow.
The size of the people.
Wow, look at that.
Good God. Oh, look at that. Oh my God.
How did you find your trip to Thailand today?
Beautiful. I love the beach. I love the boat trip as well. Actually seeing that you were sat on the boat, I really enjoyed that part. The sunset again was another bit I thought was brilliant. At the end, that is my kind of thing, just stood on the beach, staring at the views, staring at the sunset.
Utterly exhilarating.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Makes you so want to be there.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It
views
was
and
fantastic
photography.
photography. That was
absolutely brilliant.
absolutely beautiful. The colours and the views, it was all just amazing.
Absolutely fabulous. The scenery and the way it presented it, it was just, I just was lost in it. I couldn't see enough, it wasn't long enough.
beautiful and very calming.
Well, probably I'd say the same, that it was so refreshing to see that and compare it with what, ironically, we'd done before.
Interesting, you know, kind of, got to say it's a part of the world I've not been to, you know. So the islands just sticking out of the water never cease to amaze, I would say, anybody, you know, because it's the thing, but it's nice, it's great.
Oh, it's wonderful. It made me feel like really happy, like I was on holiday. Like, yeah, awesome, beautiful scenery, gorgeous.
Oh, that was amazing, yes. Really enjoyed that.
I thought exhilarating. Loved it.
Yes.
How did the video make you feel?
Chilled. Yeah, no, it was the relaxation side was fab. I think just the slowing down would have made it more, better for me. Just because I was very aware, I wanted to try and see as much as I could. But by doing that, you kind of don't stop and really appreciate it. And I think there was a lot to appreciate in that.
Happy, excited. I feel like I've been there, but it's too short.
Enjoyment, isn't it?
Enjoyment, yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
Just made you want to see more of it.
Too short, yeah, I could have stayed there, yeah.
To see a lot more.
Totally relaxed to the point where when you were on the moped, when you went around the corner, I wanted to lean. You know, I felt as if I was on that moped with you. Yes, I got lost in it to that extent.
Yeah, saw a place that I'd never seen before.
Nostalgic. Took me back. But seeing that again brought back those memories.
Happy seeing the place, you know. The video in general was well presented and kind of, sorry, well presented, and kind of, it was clear that the beaches that you looked down on, you targeted the best stuff
it made me feel like excited, like I was on holiday. It brought those memories back of being on holiday. It's like that, whoa, I'm on holiday.
Joyful.
Joy, optimistic, yes. It would be nice if we could put that onto our to-do list, wouldn't it, really?
What benefits can you take away from today's experience?
I suppose it's remembering there's a big wide world outside, isn't it? That actually, you know, whether it be the COVID or the cancer, there is still more out there. And sometimes you forget that, especially over the last sort of 18 months of not being able to go out. You kind of feel like your four walls are your prison. So to remember that actually, you know, not everybody's in the same situation, but you might be able to go and do that, whether it be there or another place, it kind of gives you a bit of hope.
That's just sheer enjoyment, isn't it? It's lovely.
Happiness and enjoyment.
Just look forward to Monday
That
morning.
was really fabulous. We've told you before how we look forward to Monday morning, and now this is the last one. We're dreading it ending. So if ever you're stuck with, some films and you've got nobody who you could show them to, just give us a ring. We'll be here any time at all.
How easy it is to relax when you do or watch the right things or approach things a certain way, because I am quite tense. But with that, I felt totally relaxed, lost in it. And the temple and all the scenery around it, it was just superb.
For me, the benefit was the relaxation.
The benefits, like always, these videos that you see, give you a buzz, and I'm really happy, feel happy, and it does make you. It's a good cause of medicine,
I think it just made me feel happy and makes me feel like I want to go on holiday.
If you were describing this entire 6-week experience to your peers, how would you describe it?
It's different for me because I'm quite a lot younger than I think where your target audience is. For me, I think the biggest part of it, the description-wise, would be go and do it, and see if you can take note of places that you could actually go yourself. So for me, taking away the bits where I could actually get to somewhere.
I've already told them it's fantastic.
Yeah. Absolutely exhilarating. It's fantastic.
They all think it sounds really great.
We feel very privileged to have been part of it. Really privileged.
Yeah, I am. I get trashed. It's lovely.
And, I didn't know what to expect at all, but it's far exceeded. It's phenomenal.
It has been a phenomenal experience.
It's been a wonderful experience, and that's when we would tell them they would have to go for it for sure. We are telling them already.
Yeah.
An experience I never expected to have, an experience that I've thoroughly enjoyed. I've seen places I've been to, but I've seen them through different eyes. I've seen places that I've never dreamt I could see, and the way you've portrayed it, it's just brought it to me, really, to me. It's sort of, you get into it where you feel you're there. And it certainly lifted me an awful lot. So yes, thank you.
I just saw something that I'd never seen before. As I say, you have these preconceptions, places, but I'm not very well travelled, so yeah.
My first words would be wonderful, and if you get the opportunity to see them, do, because it's given us something. Go on, you can say your bit now and then we'll elaborate.
I think anybody like us in the situation that we're in, where we've had a bit of stress over the past few years, that they would benefit from it. The work that you're doing to get it across would be appreciated by them, the same as it has done to us.
It's something that you hear about, but we've been lucky to experience it.
Yeah, very much so.
Thank you.
No, thank you for being involved.
Totally excellent, the way the 6 weeks, it's taking you places that kind of you can't get back here, especially with the conditions that we've got. It just moves you up into life and happiness, and it's the closest to taking you there, you know, and being there yourself.
Certainly it's been very interesting. I have described it to my peers and they've all been a bit envious.
And your children.
Yes.
Something to look forward to.
Yes.
What mental health benefits do you think that people can gain from experiencing Project Vae videos?
I think there's two elements to that. For me, and people that are able-bodied and still able to get out and about to do, you know, a lot of things, seeing from the video places I know I can do. On the opposite side of the coin, the ones that can't physically go and do, and more than likely will never be able to do, which I think for them has got to be quite heartbreaking in some respects, because it's that reality check that actually you're not who you are or who you were, and your age is against you or health is against you, but actually to be able to see it with your own eyes rather than just sitting in front of a TV maybe watching something. And I think, you know, the overall thing I think is brilliant. You know, I think, you know, you can't fault it. I think some people might take a while to adjust, but actually overall, yeah, I think it's got to be worth a go. And I think people will be disappointed if they don't.
Oh, huge benefits from it, huge. I'm going to get emotional now because you've helped me through a really bad time. I've got family in Canada, my daughter and 3 grandchildren. And the eldest granddaughter, she's, a few years ago she had a brain tumour, which they managed to shrink with treatment, and it's come back again. She's only 29. You know, what a young girl like that, prime of her life, and it's just helped me. I want to be there, I want to cuddle her and help her, and I can't. But you've helped me through that. That's why I've been quite emotional while I've been here. But so if it's helped me, it's going to help an awful lot of people. So, yes.
Thank you so much.
You see more than being sat in a room in the same residence all the time, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think as much as anything that anybody that's suffering from an illness, well, I'm thinking physically, that they don't think too much about the mindset of the person, and that sort of experience would get them thinking and hopefully just get them using parts of the brain to gain relaxation.
I think we both found it stimulating as well as relaxing, that it's given us something to think about with coming here. What's going to happen today, where are we going today? But the fact that while we've had the headphones on, we're transported somewhere else that we're not in control of, which is quite nice and relaxing, that you haven't had to plan it all. So I'll have them every day, please, not just once a week.
Yeah. Obviously, the endorphins is working, you know, kind of. When I leave here and I go home, I'm an happier person. It gives you something that I can't say. Medication gives you a lot of things, but this is something that is different. It's a lot better. I mean, I take 20 odd tablets a day, plus lotions and potions. I'm fed up with it all. Coming here and this changes everything.
I think it makes you feel relaxed. You get lost. It's mindfulness. You get lost in that. It makes you forget about everything else. So you're just in there and you're not thinking about anything else because you're just enjoying the scenery.
Mental health.
What mental health benefits do you think people face?
It was the word benefits.
Optimism. If it was done in one word,
Yes.
it would give you ideas and thoughts and all that type of thing.
And something to aim for. Because,
That's the same as optimism.
yes, that's right. Something to aim for.
The English teacher, rubbish. Yes.
That in particular, you know, that especially, as I said before, with a cancer diagnosis, you tend to think that's going to be it, and you'll be going nowhere, doing very little, and that makes you think, there's still possibilities.
The final session went down a treat. The patients absolutely loved the Thailand video, and a lot of them mentioned that it had been their favourite video out of the entire trial. Most of the patients had never been to Thailand before and were absolutely blown away by the locations that were showcased. I believe most of the patients left with a smile on their face, and it was great to end the trial on such a high note. This being the final session meant that it was time to say goodbye to all of the participants, which was really quite sad. I thoroughly enjoyed getting to know them all, and seeing my work put a smile on their faces was extremely rewarding. So, all things considered, I personally think the trial was a huge success. The patients took to the technology far faster than I could have ever hoped, and they truly embraced the trial. They let themselves get fully immersed in each video, and this really helped the overall success of the trial. And the data backs this up. The results have been really encouraging, as 75% of patients who reported feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge sometimes or often prior to exposure reported improvement on the scale to experiencing these hardly ever. Also, 50% of patients who reported feeling down, depressed, or hopeless sometimes or often reported improvement on the scale to now also experiencing these hardly ever. Another huge positive is that every single patient felt considerably less anxious towards this technology and the viewing of VR experiences after the trial was concluded. The results to arguably the most conclusive question, concerning their own belief on the beneficial effect on their mental health, were significant. As 38% of patients rated their experience had helped them greatly with a score of 10 out of 10. A further 38% still significantly helped by the experience with a score of 8 or 9 out of 10. And the rest rated their experience 5 or 6 out of 10, showing a moderate positive effect on their mental health symptoms in their opinion. So to see these videos have such a positive effect on the patients and see them engaging with me, the host, during the videos, as well as each other, was extremely rewarding for me to witness. Patients also mentioned having a new topic of conversation for the following week with family, friends, and each other. Some even decided to research more in depth about the locations that were showcased. This showed that the videos had a long-lasting effect even after the patients had finished each session. Now, obviously, the research was only done on a small number of patients, so the data is still not conclusive. But I believe it's a really strong foundation to build upon, and it's definitely worth investigating further. So, a huge thank you must go out to each and every patient and their partners who gave up their time to be involved in this. Your enthusiasm and willingness to try something new was pivotal in the success of this trial, so thank you. Another thank you must go out to all the staff at Katharine House Hospice for being so open to trialling this technology and for being so welcoming and accommodating to me whilst I was there. It was great to get to know you all. Thank you also goes out to Rashi and Saeed for their input of the research element of the trial. I really appreciate you dedicating some time out of your busy schedules to be a part of this. And finally, a thank you must go out to the team at the National Lottery Community Fund for rolling the dice with Project Vae and giving me a chance to finally show what I've been saying for years. This technology really has a potential to help a lot of people. Also, just on a personal note, thank you to all my family and friends that have supported me over the years and given me the self-belief and confidence to make this happen. This trial is as much Project Vae's success as it is yours. You know you are. So for more information on Project Vae, links to all the videos showcased in the trial, and all the data and conclusions from the research, head over to benmalone.co.uk/Project Vae. If you'd like to keep up to date with Project Vae, then you can either follow us on Facebook, or if you go to the bottom of the Project Vae page on my website, you can subscribe to the newsletter. So I think that's pretty much it. Make sure you leave a comment, as I'd love to hear what you think. Keep well, and thanks for watching.